Hi guys, Big Rig 150 here. I want to get off the topic of the electric vehicles, even though that is going to be the future of vehicles soon. And I want to talk about the good old F-150, Chevy Silverado, the Dodge Ram. Um, and mainly what I want to talk about today is going to be the bedliners. There's the drop-in bedliners, there's the rhino liners, and there's also the bedliner mat, which is just a half-inch piece of rubber to absorb stuff getting in and out. And you can take it in and out if you need it, easy to clean, and what have you. So those are the things that are available on your trucks for to protect your bed. There's multiple manufacturers that do drop-in bed liners. It all becomes a personal preference. So to say one's better than the other, it's hard to say. Just one thing to take in consideration: you pay for what you get, and that's an old saying that I've heard for many, many years. You have if you spend next to nothing, you're not going to get a good quality bed liner. You spend a little bit extra money, you should have a very durable bed liner. Especially the drop-ins. The drop-in bed liners have been around for years, and most of the manufacturers have gotten this down to a very good science. Most trucks actually from the dealerships, when they order them, will come with a Ford or a Chevy or Dodge drop-in bed liner. That is their bed liner. So you pay for it up front. Now, at my dealership, we don't put bed liners in typically because you have the drop-in and you have the rhino liner. So two different schools of thought. What's the drop-in bed liner good for? What's the cargo mat bed liner good for? And what's the rhino liner good for? Some pros and cons. The pros on a drop-in bed liner: it's a little more durable. It fits in nicely up underneath the rails or over the rails, depending. That's the thing. There's so many different variations. You can drop something in there and it's going to absorb it and kind of bounce a little bit. You can throw mulch in there, leaves in there, sand, stone. Cleanup is easy. You get a broom and you sweep it right out. You can put, it's just more durable, more multifaceted. There's things that you can do with it. Now with a rhino liner, you can still do all the same stuff, but it's harder to clean up because it is gritty. It grips. So with sand and stone, well, stone not so much, but sand, mulch, it's going to get stuck. You're going to have to wash the bed out, and you're going to have to get a broom and really scrub at it to get it all up. The rhino liner is made for contractors, in essence, and that's to take a little of a beating and give the bed a little bit of an extra coating to protect itself. Rhino liners are usually about 1/4 to 3/16 inch thick, depending on the manufacturer or the company that does it. They all have their own little ways of doing it. We have a rhino liner booth that we actually do ourselves. So we do them pretty much every day, so there's always a rotation of them coming in. And it is a process. It takes roughly 2 days for a rhino liner to be done. The reason it takes 2 days: one, they have to scuff up the bed. take the finish off a little bit, and so you can get a good surface for it. Then it takes 24 hours to cure, so it's durable. It can't get wet during those first 24 hours, so a good place is going to tell you it's going to take 2 days, if not a third day, for the curing of your bed liner. Drop-in bed liner, if the dealership has it in stock, depending on how stubborn the bed liner is, will take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to put it. So it's a time versus money. Do you want to spend money on a spray-in bed liner versus a drop-in? There's no right answer. The bed liner mat. You don't see it that often, but that's for somebody who just wants to put a mat and doesn't want to spend all the money on the bed liner because they're not going to really tow with it. They're not really going to haul anything with it. Maybe the occasional piece of furniture, so they're not really worried about it. That's where the mat would come in. Me personally, I like the drop-in bed liner. I think it just gives it a little bit of a more aesthetic look. If I have something that gets dropped in, I know it's not going to wreck the bed. It's not going to scratch it up. Like I said, all those bed liners are designed for the same purpose, to protect the bed. Then you come back to when you go for resale, which gives you the best resale value. The truth is, doesn't matter. On a truck, the beds are expected to be a little dinged up. You know, that they're work vehicles, or used to be work vehicles. Now they're more of a everyday person vehicle. I am actually waiting for the Ranger because I love the Ranger. I love the small utilitarian purposes of it. And I just think it's going to be a very, very nice vehicle when it comes out. But I'm going to save that for when I get closer to release of it. You know, I can be able to say in the comments below, I'm wrong on all points. This is my opinion. This is what I've noticed. I've talked to people in the business that work with the commercial end, that they say this is why they want those types of bed liners. Again, no one is truly better. The Rhino liner is nice. It will definitely hold up nicely. The only problem that I see with the Rhino liner is if you have mulch, sand, anything that's small, you're not going to be able to clean it out as easily. You're going to have to use a hose, wet it, scrub it. That's how you're going to get off. Where on the drop-in bed liner, you get a brush, you get a broom, you just sweep it out. So it becomes a personal preference. So, I mean, that's where the question is. Now, this has definitely been one of my shorter videos. I just wanted to get something out right now because it's been a crazy end of the month, as always. I do plan on having a Halloween episode tomorrow. I definitely got some ideas I'm going to, hopefully, you'll enjoy. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And I will see you guys again. Have a great day, guys.